Imagine your energy as this clear glass of water. It's your mental clarity, your patience, your happiness. Now, imagine a toxic person is this single drop of ink. It doesn't take much, does it? Just one person with a specific destructive personality pattern can cloud your entire life. They can turn a good day into a nightmare, a confident decision into self-doubt, and a peaceful life into a chaotic one. The most dangerous part? They don't walk around wearing warning labels. They don't look like villains from a movie. Often they look like your best friend, your partner, or your favorite coworker. They are charming until they are controlling. They are helpful until they are intrusive. If you have ever left a conversation feeling drained, confused, or vaguely guilty without knowing why, you have likely encountered one of the hidden 7. Today on Psychology Every Day, we are identifying the 7 types of toxic people who will quietly ruin your life if you let them. We're going to break down the psychology behind their behavior so you can stop the ink from spreading. Let's start with the most common one. Type number 1, the energy vampire. We have all met this person. You ask them, "How are you?" and you immediately regret it. They don't have conversations. They have monologues about their misery. The weather is bad, their boss hates them, their coffee is cold, and the universe is conspiring against them personally. Psychologically, these people suffer from a negative attribution style. They interpret every neutral event as a personal attack or a catastrophe. But here's why they are dangerous to you. Humans have something called mirror neurons. These neurons allow us to empathize. And when someone is sad, we feel a bit sad. When the energy vampire dumps their negativity on you, your brain literally mimics their distressed state. You physically absorb their stress. You leave the interaction feeling exhausted, heavy, and anxious, while they walk away feeling lighter because they just used you as a trash can for their emotions. Type number 2 is tricky. We know the overt narcissist, the loud, arrogant braggart. They are easy to spot. But type 2 is the covert narcissist. This is the person who seems incredibly sensitive and shy. But listen closely to what they say. It is always about them, usually disguised as victimhood. They don't say, "I'm the best." They say, "I'm so talented, but nobody appreciates me because the world is unfair." They don't say, "Look at me." They say, "I'm so ugly. Don't look at me," forcing you to say, "No, you're beautiful." This is dangerous because they hook you with pity. You feel a need to rescue them, but it is a bottomless pit. No amount of reassurance is ever enough. They will drain your emotional resources to fill a void of insecurity that cannot be filled, and if you stop praising them, they will turn on you instantly. Type number 3, the scorekeeper. Relationships to healthy people are a flow. Sometimes you give 60%, sometimes you give 40%. To the scorekeeper, a relationship is a transaction. It is a business deal. If they buy you lunch on Tuesday, they are mentally marking a ledger. If you ask for a favor on Friday, they will remind you of that lunch. "After everything I've done for you," is their catchphrase. They weaponize generosity. They do nice things for you, not because they care, but to create debt. This creates a psychological dynamic called fog, fear, obligation, and guilt. You stop engaging with them authentically because you are terrified of accruing more debt. You walk on eggshells, knowing that every interaction is being recorded in a book you aren't allowed to see. Type number 4 is the most psychologically damaging on this list, the gaslighter. The gaslighter's goal is to erode your trust in your own perception of reality. You say, "You hurt my feelings when you made that joke." They say, "You're crazy. I never said that. And if I did, you're too sensitive. You can't take a joke." Over time, this causes a breakdown in your cognitive confidence. You start needing to record conversations just to prove you aren't insane. You stop trusting your memory. You become entirely dependent on their version of the truth. If you find yourself constantly apologizing for things you didn't do, or wondering, am I the crazy one? You are likely in the grip of a gaslighter. Type number 5, the green-eyed enabler, also known as the frenemy. This person claims to be your biggest fan, but their actions tell a different story. This is the friend who gives you backhanded compliments. Wow, you got the promotion. I'm surprised they picked someone with your experience level. You look so brave wearing that outfit. They suffer from what psychologists call tall poppy syndrome, the desire to cut down anyone who stands out or succeeds. They want you to do well, but never better than them. When you are struggling, they are right there with soup and sympathy. But the moment you succeed, they disappear, or they make a snide comment to bring you back down to earth. They ruin your life by sabotaging your growth because your success shines a light on their insecurity. Type number 6, the crisis architect. Do you know someone who is always in an emergency? Their car broke down, their landlord is evil, their ex is stalking them, they lost their wallet, all in the same week. At first, you help them. You are a good friend. But eventually, you realize the chaos isn't happening to them. The chaos is coming from them. These people are addicted to the cortisol rush of drama. Peace feels boring to them. If things are calm, they will pick a fight or make a bad decision just to feel something. If you let them in, your life becomes a supporting role in their disaster movie. You will never achieve your own goals because you are too busy putting out their fires. And finally, type number 7, the quietest, but arguably the most painful, the stonewaller. This is the person who punishes you with silence. When there is a conflict, they don't yell. They check out. They refuse to make eye contact. They leave the room. They don't answer texts for 3 days. In psychology, this is known as withdrawal of affection. It is a severe form of emotional manipulation. It triggers the same panic centers in the brain as physical abandonment in children. They are teaching you a lesson. If you displease me, you cease to exist. It trains you to suppress your needs and feelings just to keep the connection alive. It ruins your life by making you invisible. So you've identified a few of these types in your life. Maybe it's a parent, a boss, or a childhood friend. What do you do? The solution isn't always to cut them off immediately. Sometimes you can't, but you must build a boundary. Think of your boundaries as a filtration system. You can interact with them, but you don't let their ink touch your water. With the vampire, you limit the time. I have 5 minutes to talk, then I have to go. With the gaslighter, you stop arguing reality. I know what I heard, and I'm not discussing it further. With the scorekeeper, you stop accepting gifts that come with strings. Your mental health is a finite resource. You get to choose who spends it. Don't go broke trying to fund someone else's dysfunction. I want to know, which of these 7 types have you encountered the most? Is there a type 8 we missed? Let's warn each other in the comments below. If this helped you clarify your relationships, please hit like and subscribe to Psychology Every Day. Protect your peace, and I'll see you in the next video.